As far as we are concerned, we have made payments. All the payments we have made, some have not reflected in their system.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this.
Hello fam, welcome to another day on Mind Us TV, and as you know how we do it here we talk about the matters. Here we talk about what's going on. Here we take a dive into what is going on. And for some few days ago, if you remember, Ghana Parliament was disconnected. We were disconnected from the power grid. And why is it so? Because they owed some money. They owed some money, but how much did they owe? How much have they paid? What is going on that matter? And I'm here to give you those answers. And here we got Ahumbatre Ebenezer, who is apparently Deputy Clerk, Corporate and Financial Management Service and Division. He was interviewed by City TV, and this is what he had to say. So let's take a dive in it, and let's hear what he has. And later on, I'll give some final conclusions on that, and then we call it a day. So let's take a dive in it.
They're going to restore power.
Yes, they are restoring power immediately.
But you said you don't owe them.
As far as we are concerned, we have made payments. All the payments we have made, some have not reflected in their system. That's what I'm saying. Some don't reflect in their system. We have a breakdown. So we showed it to the Deputy Managing Director. I mean, we are just coming from his office. That this is what we have done. Our system, each time they come around, they say, we say, well, no, this is it. Let's reconcile accounts. So what we have decided to do is to meet and reconcile. We are going to get the bank to extract all the payments we've made in terms of the day's receipt. We have it here so that we back it. When the payment goes, I'm not sure how it's captured. So there's a gap in terms of reconciliation as to what is the outstanding bill. Be that as it may, we have issued a check. We understood that we have an accumulated bill of almost
23 million?
No, 23 million. It's not that. We paid a lot out of that. So what eventually is our outstanding is something 12 point something. We've done a payment transfer of 13 million on the give me system to take care of this outstanding. In fact, we did it on the 20. What date did we do the transfer? 26 or 27? 27. 2 days ago. There was a meeting between.
But obviously, when you make a payment on that platform, you are going to get some invoice to present to the institute.
We have done a printout. We've done a printout for that.
But you didn't present it to them. That's why
they've seen it. But, well, no, they sometimes it will not reflect immediately. The give me it takes time because it's a system. It's an integrated system. The acceptable means of making payments.
But what do you make of what ECD did to people today in Parliament?
No, that one is not correct. It's unfortunate.
It was unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. Why? Some members got stuck in the lift. Why? I'm a public servant. I don't speak on it. But these things are very big. We are supposed to be what? Facilitate service provision for members of Parliament. So the moment I heard that, then I rushed here. Because nobody was willing to talk to us. Nobody was willing. You called the task force. They said call this person. You call blah blah. And I realized that we're not making any progress. Let me get to the head office and meet them. They were in a meeting. Fortunately, they did a good thing. The MD sent the deputy MD to quickly come and relate to us on this matter. And he came. We showed him all that we had, the receipt we had, and then what we have initiated on the system, And so, well, he said, okay, we need to make sure our people reconcile. And that was what he said. So immediately he's restoring power.
Your full name, sir?
Ahuma J. Ebenezer, Deputy Clerk, Corporate and Financial Management Services Division.
Thanks.
Well, fam, there you go. You've heard from Ahuma J. Ebenezer, Deputy Clerk, the Corporations and Financial the Management and Service and Division. God, what a long title. I don't know if that man knows exactly what he's actually supposed to be doing, but that's their problem. But I take some things out of this contest, of this video, of all this, the exercise or whatever that happened. How come an institution like Parliament can owe so much money? How come? How come an institution, a government institution, the backbone of the country, owes so much money? Apparently, all in all, it was 23 million. 23 million. It's not just a bill you accommodate or you've gathered together overnight. It's over a long period of time. And if I recall correctly, this thing has been an issue whereby they've been giving them warnings for, I don't know, for over half a year now, where they've been giving warnings that they'll be coming to disconnect them if they don't do something about their bill, if they don't pay their bill. And everywhere we know, if you don't pay your bill, you get disconnected. It doesn't care who you are. And I even remember there were even some GBC or some TV stations that were also disconnected because what? They had some bills that weren't paid. Huge amounts. And it's always the government institutions. It's the institutions owned by the government. They are the ones that are always deflecting from their bills. How come? Is somebody not doing their job? Is somebody pocketing the money? Or some people think they're above the law. But you should know, like the electricity company, if I recall correctly, is privatized. It doesn't belong to the government. So they're entitled to come and claim their money, no matter what. So this is what he had to say. So now they've paid 13 million. So now there's still a deficit of 10 million that needs to be paid. And what's the agenda on it? When are they going to pay that? Why are they going to clear it? Probably sure they wouldn't do that. They'll wait again for the bill to rise. They'll accumulate more for over a period of time. And then when it gets to a high bill again, then they will go through the same procedure again. Because that's how these people learn. Instead of making sure you meet your requirements, meeting your deadlines, paying on time, so you don't have to see this, they wouldn't do that. Because that's too wise. That's too clever. Why would anybody pay their bill on time? And especially if it's a government body, if it's the parliament, if it's a national TV, if it's a national corporation, a Bank of Ghana, blah, 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 give me what. But because they feel they're above the law. So they can choose to do whatever they feel like, whenever they feel like it. Is it right? I don't think so. Because if you owe a company, which is not part of the government body, they also need their money to pay their employees. Those employees also need to feed their family. Those employees, also, those companies also need money to modernize their systems. But if you are just using their product without paying your bill on time, how do you expect them to survive? Has anybody thought of that? Have you thought of that? It's give and take. You don't go to Makola or any store or Accra Mall or whatever, and you just pay. You go and pick something up and go without paying your bill. It doesn't work like that. You pay before you go. And if I believe nowadays, even because of all these issues, Ghana, they have this thing whereby it's like just in credit. You buy credit on it, and when that credit runs out, poof, you are in blackout. You don't have electricity. Go and refill it, and then you are back online. So the power is on, all right, but you wouldn't get access to use it because you need to go and tank up or whatever they call it. I remember for some years back when I was in Ghana, it was something like that. I don't know if it's been changed since then, but if I recall correctly, it's something like that because people weren't paying their bills on time and there was so much credit, there was so much debt owed by people who couldn't pay at the end of the day. But at the end, but that's what he has to say. That's where we are now. They've paid some, not all, because that's why I didn't want to answer the question that how much is actually paid, how much have they paid, and how much is left. He was bubbling about it because he doesn't want to come out with a straight up figure. I think it's sad. I think it's a disgrace. It's a big disgrace that the company, a Ghana, a government body like the parliament, should owe so much money and should wait for something like this to happen before they actually pay some of their bills. It's a disgrace. Anyway, that's my take on it. I don't know what's your take on it, but let's take it from there and let's meet on the other side. Welcome to MindPost TV, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment so that I know how you feel about the whole matter. Until next time, go after. I'll see you on the flip side.